And a very pleasant good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing wonderfully on this gorgeous Friday, May 31st. It's still gorgeous. They're calling for maybe a little bit of rain tonight, but tomorrow night's when it's really supposed to hit, so who knows what's going to happen. But this is a beautiful day here in Rainbow Valley. Appreciate y'all tuning in here to Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. This is, of course, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Thank you all so much for joining in today. This is our weekly Take the Points show. Take the Point show, of course, usually have either Lucas or Jamie or Weeze or both or all three or something like that alongside. Well, you can see today it's just me, as the other seat is empty, and well, I can switch over to that camera too. Make you see the other seat is empty over there. It's just me today. The fellas, well, let's see. They really wouldn't have been much help today anyway, because I'm going to talk about half the show about state baseball, because there are two local teams in the state tournament, and that's always a lot of fun for the fans of those teams, as well as, you know, the fans of teams around the area that have played them. So we'll talk a little bit today about the state baseball tournament in Class 1 and Class 2A, Class 1A, Class 2A. We'll talk a little bit about the Major League Baseball. Hey, look at that National League Central Division. See who's in second place at the beginning of the day here on this morning, Friday, May 31st. And then we'll also talk a little bit probably about hockey, maybe a little basketball. Probably that might be about it. Who knows what else we'll get a chance to talk about here on this beautiful Friday, May 31st. What is going on in and around your area today? At the Blue Point Church. This is the Blue Point Church. I believe that's on, it's south on Blue Mound Road. The Blue Point Church on Blue Mound Road. So make sure you have that correct. They're going to have a grocery giveaway this morning at 11 o'clock today. As it'll be free groceries from 11 o'clock to 1 p.m. They're set for anybody age 60 or older. The groceries will include a loaf of bread, a bag of potatoes, as well as some other canned groceries. The Blue Point Church, of course, 9 miles south of Flora on Blue Mound Road, just off of Blue Mound Road. That's, of course, State Street headed south. Just turn south there at Huck's at the depot. You can't miss it. Seniors are asked to go to the east entrance of the link to receive your groceries. The link is the name of the building out there. Their new, I guess it's not new any, they're auditorium type of building. For more information, give Ernie a call. Ernie Lewis does a great job. He's been on the show numerous times, and you can give him a call at 618-838-6708. That's fun. What else is going on today? It's a Mental Health Awareness Month walk. This is cool. This is going to be over at Altamont this afternoon. At noon. The registration at noon. The walk starts at 12:30. It's at the Ballard Nature Center. Now, it's at noon. The game starts, I believe they're the first game at 10:30, right? No, they're the second game. This is going to be right during the Altamont baseball game. But it's not on television anyway. I'll explain that here in a little bit and how you can find those games. This is for you and your dog. Pups are part of our mental health and mental families as well. Family and mental health support and the ROSC have partnered to bring you a small get-together for Mental Health Awareness Month. In May, bring your pup for a walk out at the Ballard Nature Center in Altamont. Please be aware of your pup's temperament. Now, you don't want to bring a bad dog out there. You want to make sure that he walks on a leash. You're going to need a leash. Need to have your dog on a leash. Going to make sure that it's got a good temperament. Diana's Bakery and more are going to be there. They're going to have dog treats. How about that? Very cool, dog treats. Again, this is going to be at the Ballard Center. They're at noon this afternoon. So give them a call or head out there. Just head out there if you're interested. and walking your dog if you don't want to watch baseball. Name That Tune is tonight at the Tuscan Hills Winery. I believe they said it's $15 a person out there, and it's put on by Amy's Awesome Traveling Trivia. She's running the Name That Tune tonight. It starts at 7 o'clock out there at Tuscan Hills Winery. What else going on today and or tomorrow? Well, let's move to Saturday. It's a pickleball tournament. This is up at the Hindelmeyer Park in Effingham. The pickleball tournament will start at 8 a.m. Registration, you can probably register now. This morning is still for the pickleball. It's the first annual Sunrise Rotary pickleball tournament at 8 a.m. on Saturday at the Hindelmeyer Park in Effingham. There's going to be a league format doubles tournament, so a partner will be needed. You're going to need to have a partner. Going to be 5 pools as well as 4 skill levels each. Sounds like maybe just for a little bit above a beginner, but if you're a beginner and you come out to play, you're probably going to have just as much fun as the next guy. So you can register at effinghamparkdistrict.org. What else going on Saturday? A benefit breakfast at the American Legion. That's in Clay City and Sailor Springs. Well, it's the Clay City Sailor Springs American Legion, Post 230. I believe that's up in Sailor Springs. They're going to have their monthly breakfast on Saturday from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. Menu is going to be biscuits and gravy, plus a drink. The cost is by donation. So by all means, give them plenty. Give till it hurts. It all comes back to the community. That's for sure. Also, at the down in Fairfield, the Frontier Community College Bobcats softball team is going to be hosting a two-man scramble, 2-man, 2-woman, 2-person, whatever, golf scramble on Saturday. Registration is $75 per player, and the tee-off is at 9 a.m. It's 27 holes now. Going to get flighted after the first 9, and lunch will be provided. That's included in the $75 sign up. Just go to the golf course there in Fairfield or go to their Facebook page. Contact the pro shop, however you want to do it. This is going to be a ton of fun. If you've played two-man scramble, you know that you always have a good time. And now, granted, it's only 9 holes before it's a 9-hole sandbag before you try to play it to win. I know that's how a lot of folks play it. I was about to say feel free to do that. It's kind of a wrong way to play. Play as well as you can, but there might be a few people out there sandbagging. Hopefully not many in the first 9 holes or so. What else is going on Saturday at the Brian Bennett Library over in Salem at 10:30 tomorrow morning? It is a bike safety class, bicycle safety class. The Salem Police Department, along with the assistance of the school resource officer Mason McMean, will be presenting bicycle safety at the Brian Bennett Library. The program is open to kids, people, whoever, of all ages. You never know when you're going to be riding a bike. All participants are invited to bring their bicycles as well and ride through a safety course. After the class, attendees may assemble a first aid kit to carry with them on rides. So, what's that include on it in the first aid kit? I'm assuming you get a little gauze because you can fall off and scrape something. You can have, you probably have a little triple antibiotic cream. Who knows? I'm not putting together the thing. They're putting together the thing, so I don't know. Reservations are requested, but I suspect you could probably just show up at 10:30, and they'll probably try to fit you in. You can call the main desk at the Salem Police Department, and they'll register you in. Don't call that other number. Don't call the emergency number. Call the main desk, and or use Facebook Manager and leave your name and contact number if you like to do that. So yeah, it's a good way to learn how to be safe in the community riding your bike. What else is going on Saturday? Well, at The Rock. the Rock Church over in Centralia. It is a spaghetti dinner. It's going to start Saturday evening at 4 o'clock, go to 7 p.m. $10 per tickets. Children 5 and under, or just $5. That's easy. That's so simple. Proceeds go to the Coda for Ledger Strong for transplant-related expenses. So that's a real nice plan, a real nice way to help out wherever you can. One other thing, speaking of ways to help out your fellow man this weekend, I love this. It's the Cancer Can Kiss My Jeep Run. Cancer Can Kiss My Jeep Run. It's a Jeep run starting at Orchard Inn on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Well, that's when they're going to start registering, I presume, is at 11 a.m. And this is going to the Effingham County Relay for Life as well. It's going to fight cancer. You can't beat that, can you? That's a nice thing to do. Everybody needs to fight cancer. They're going to go, I saw, they're running to, I want to say there were 5 different establishments that they were going to go to. I think they were going to go to Big Muddy Saloon, or Muddy Saloon, pardon me, or as well as BJ's Saloon, and I saw another couple that they were going to, and that'll be fun. That's going to be a nice way to get out there, and by golly, you don't have to be driving a Jeep. They said you could be driving anything, and you're welcome to join them for the Cancer Can Kiss My Jeep Run. Hey, that's good, clean fun. What else? Speaking of stuttering and not being able to talk straight, what else is going on this weekend? Ladies and gentlemen, today is National Speak in Full Sentences Day. Speak in Complete Sentences Day is observed annually on May 31st. This day is dedicated to using proper sentence structure while speaking. It's entirely possible to celebrate the day while texting as well. Don't say LOL or ASAP today. You got to type out laugh out loud as soon as possible. If you're wanting to use those 2 words, you'll need to say it and type it completely to be sure to be participating in the day as fully as you would like. You'll also want to be sure to punctuate your sentences correctly as well. At the very minimum, your sentence will need a tiny little period at the end, though do you think it will require any other punctuation? You never know. National Speak in Complete Sentences Day encourages us to complete our thoughts with a subject and a verb. If this idea is confusing to you, here are some suggestions to take maybe in part to take part in the day successfully. You can visit your English teacher from high school. Maybe the teacher will remember which parts of the class you slept through. Now, that's not funny at all. I don't like that at all. Grammar blogs and videos offer short tutorials. I'm 57 years old. I don't know how comfortable I would feel taking a short tutorial on grammar. Reading or viewing one of them may help clear up any questions that you have. That's possible. Some schools do offer refresher courses. Can you imagine taking a refresher course in grammar at my age? Consider taking one to improve your grammar and the understanding of language. I'm very fortunate. I do not have to do such things. My mother was an English teacher. I grew up having to speak terrifically correctly. If English is your second language, congratulate yourself on this accomplishment. Mastering the one language can be complex, but communicating in 2 is a tremendously beautiful thing. That's really cool. So there you have it, folks. It is National Speak in Complete Sentences Day. What else going on this weekend that you can take part in? How about this is a good one. This is more fun. National Bubbly Day falls on Saturday, the first Saturday in June. Pour a glass to celebrate this first Saturday in June. This encourages folks to pour a glass of sparkling sunshine to get ready for National Bubbly Day. Bubbly or sparkling wine reflects the excitement associated with memorable events. Effervescent bubbles combined with the appealing flavors and aromas ranging from citrus, apple to pear, as well as to toasted fruit, spices, and nuts. Different areas of the world create their own special brands of bubbly according to different methods and different grapes. Let's look at that one. That's pretty. I also have little strawberries in there. That's with little candy tops. I like that a lot. Cava is produced in Spain and fills the glass with bright citrus and fruit notes. Champagne is the most common form of bubbly that people know. It's from the the Champagne region in France. You say, Bruce, where's the Champagne region in France? Well, if you're looking at France like this, Champagne is up here north of Paris, northeast of Paris. There'd be the Champagne. I believe that's the Champagne region. Also, Prosecco is the bubbly made in Italy. A lot of folks enjoy Prosecco. It is made primarily from the Galera grape. The Galera grape Prosecco is a refreshing floral and fruit notes. How about that? Pop the cork on a bottle of bubbly to celebrate National Bubbly Day history. When did this start? Back in 2017. Started by, you might have seen this company in your local store, Freixenet Cava, F-R-E-I-X. I never have heard that pronounced. Is it Freixenet? I know it's not Freixenet. Maybe it's Freixenet. Freixenet, I don't know. Freixenet Cava started this. What else going on Saturday, ladies and gentlemen? That's a fun one. National Black Bear Day. Also on the first Saturday in June. Celebrate National Black Bear Day to recognize the most commonly found bear in North America, also known as the American black bear. The black bear is a magnificent animal. Today, let's bring awareness to this enormous mammal and learn why it fascinates scientists and tourists alike. The black bear's enormous range is only beaten by one other four-legged mammal. That's the white-tailed deer, found in 40 United States as well as every Canadian province. You know, that's the thing. I guess you could probably find black bears still in Illinois. I know they have them in Missouri, probably a little bit more northern Illinois, as you've got a little bit more woods up there, but who knows? The Black Bear Day was founded back in 2018 to celebrate this first Saturday in June. It inspires folks to become educated about this magnificent mammal. I don't know if it said there, you know where the largest black bears in the United States are? North Carolina. Who knew? I would have thought out west would have been bigger than North Carolina, but no, North Carolina's got the biggest bears. I had no idea. That's pretty cool. What do you want to see on television, ladies and gentlemen? No NBA games tonight. It would be the Celtics playing like Game 6 if they were going to play. But they already won. We'll talk about that later, too. Major League Baseball, the Reds at the Cubs. That's at 1:20. That's Graham Ashcraft versus Javier Assad, Marquee, Channel 597. The Cardinals are at the Phillies tonight at 5:40. That's Miles Mikolas versus Aaron Nola, and that's on Bally, Channel 630. And also Chicago White Sox at Milwaukee. Go White Sox! Cardinals need some help catching the Brewers. It's Eric Fetty versus Tobias Myers. That's on NBC Sports Chicago, Channel 643. And finally, the NHL. NHL is on Game 5 in the Edmonton Oilers at Dallas Stars. That's on TNT, Channel 633. That series tied at 2 apiece. That's a good one. We'll talk maybe a little bit about it. The first is going to be state tournament baseball right after these words. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chapman's Furniture has the best prices every day. You can find them open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and located at 210, 300, and 306 West Main Street in Salem. Chapman's features a full line of furniture, including Ashley Furniture, bedding by Sealy and Bimco, and the largest selection of rugs in Southern Illinois. They have a huge selection of recliners, including lift and power, and wallpaper and border in stock at closeout prices. Call 618-548-2221 for the best price around.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Just in here bebopping as getting ready for state tournament day in Class 1A and 2A baseball, and we've got two participants in the local area, and we wish both of them the best of luck. We're going to talk about Altamont first, the Class 1A, and then we'll get to Effingham St. Anthony here in just a moment, Class 2A, as it's that time of year. Even though school's pretty much out all over the state of Illinois, it is good to see that these teams are still playing. By the way, congratulations to Salem also. They won their regional championship on Saturday in Class 3A and traveled to Greenville, lost a close one to Highland on Wednesday afternoon. So congratulations to the Wildcats on finishing up a fine season. I believe they finished either at 500, maybe a game over 500. So Brian Light, they got it put together late. They did a nice job late in the year. The Altamont Indians heading up to Dozer Park in Peoria. Here is the Class 1A Sweet 16, and you can see it is down to just 4 with Ottawa Marquette playing at 10 a.m. against Jacksonville Route, and that'll be followed by Gibson City versus Altamont. Gibson City comes in with a record of 22-7-1. Altamont is 30-9. By the way, the other two teams, Ottawa Marquette is 29-2, and Jacksonville Route is 31-7. By the way, no returning state champions this year in either Class 1A or 2A. I think there might only be one team that I'm not even sure they were there. I was thinking that there might be one team that made it to state last year. I know we'll talk about St. Anthony here in a few minutes. They made it to they won their sectional, but yeah, I don't believe there's any team that made it to state returning in either of the 1A and or 2A. But again, you've got Ottawa Marquette versus Jacksonville. Let's talk a little bit about the Gibson City and Altamont. Altamont won They won the sectional over at South Central on Saturday with a nice win over they went over South Central. And then they went down to Carbondale on Monday and defeated Elizabeth County, or Hardin County, pardon me. They beat Hardin County down there. As you can see, they beat Altamont Altamont beat South Central 5-4 in the 7th inning. That was a tight one. And another tight win against Hardin County down there on Saturday. I believe Hardin County walked in the winning run. So that's just crazy. Altamont also been getting the good fortune of winning the coin tosses. Alan Witt having a great run on the coin tosses, as they've been the home team for the last 2 or 3, 4 games. They're playing Gibson City. Here's Altamont's statistics coming in to this ball game. When you look up there at the batting up at the top, some numbers really jump out at you. When the one that kind of jumps out they don't show it here, but Altamont as a team is batting well over 300. They're about 310 as a team, and you can see it if you go down their regulars. Every one of them just about is hitting over 300. Clayton Arnold 308. Caden Davis 339, Dylan Elam 305, and then you get to Eli Miller and Cade Miller. Eli Miller is the only one below at 280, and then Caden Miller 345. Ethan Robbins just recently fell below 300 at 298. Keegan Schultz, Nathan Stemke, both over 300, and they're having a whale of a year. So they hit the ball very, very well. How about pitching? Well, Dylan Elam pitched the other day against South Central, and he pitched extremely well. You can see his, I believe this does not include that South Central game. He's got an ERA of just 1 going into 9-0. I don't know which direction Coach Witt is going to go. If he's going to go with Elam or McManaway, and he might go with Millville. Cade Millville, just a sophomore. He came in and pitched last Wednesday after McManaway had a tough start, and he came in and pitched tremendously well. So that's the kind of the battle of the postseason. You really have to juggle your pitching and be able to handle pitching. So they're playing Gibson City, right? Gibson City comes in 22-7-1, and they come in with some solid hitting themselves, but not nearly the gaudy numbers. Other than Ty Cribbett up there at the top, he's hitting 390 on the year, and Braden Elliott hitting 430, plus another couple of kids hitting over 300, David Hull and Isaiah Johnson. But then you fall down pretty harshly to the back half of the lineup. So and then you look at the home runs. What do you have there? 7, 6 home runs as a team, whereas the homers for you've got quite a few more home runs for the Altamont Indians with 9, 11, 15, 18 home runs hit by the Indians. So taking another look at the pitching for the Gibson City kids at 22-7. Looks like most of the lion's share of it being done by Braden Elliott with an ERA of 2, and also Atlan Nettleton. He's got ERA of 2.7. Those kids both with a lot of strikeouts, especially Braden Elliott. I would not be surprised if you see Braden Elliott go first against the Altamont Indians on Friday. That's going to be a ton of fun. I tell you what, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back. We'll talk about St. Anthony and what they're going to do against in their lineup or in their matchups in Class 2A. We'll be back here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right after these words.
Hi, my name is Landon Carter, and I'm a financial consultant at Benjamin F. Edwards in Florida. Whether you're planning to send a loved one to school, preparing for retirement, or passing your wealth to the next generation, we have the knowledge and perspective to implement financial strategies that will help you move smoothly through life's transitions. Here at Edwards, our clients know that we are fully invested in their financial future. To find out more, Cole Duke and I invite you to give us a call at 618-508-8050. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, by the way, one thing I forgot to mention about that Class 1A, this is the first trip to the state tournament for Altamont, as well as the first trip to the state tournament for Gibson City. So best of luck to both those squads on their first trips to the state tournament. Let's see, it was the second trip for Jacksonville route. They've never won. And it was for Ottawa, it's their Ottawa Marquette making their fifth trip to the tournament. They won a couple of times back in 2003, 2005, lost in 2004. They had big battles with Harrisburg back in those days, I believe. I might have that one confused with Sterling Newman. We'll see. I believe I do have that one confused with Sterling Newman. Anyway, Class 2A. St. Anthony is playing Wilmington in the second game in the state Class 2A. It's you see down there at 7 p.m. Now, granted, these times are fluid. They may or may not change by the time tonight gets here, because you never know how long a previous game is going to take. Sometimes they go fast, sometimes they don't go fast. It's baseball. And also you might have a little bit of rain too, so who knows. But you've got Maroa Forsyth in with a record of 26-4. Taking on a Sterling Newman team at 25-4, and then Wilmington is 27-1, taking on Effingham St. Anthony at 25-5. St. Anthony, they did not reach state last year. They won their sectional. They did win state back in 2012, and I believe this would be their seventh trip to the state tournament. Maroa Forsyth making their sixth trip, Sterling Newman making their second, and it was Wilmington making their second trip as well. And they have, Wilmington they made their last trip in 2005. So, you ask, Bruce, what are the statistics? How's it looking for St. Anthony against this 27-1 Wilmington? Well, I got to tell you, you look at Wilmington's pitching stats. If you're 27-1, you've got some pretty solid pitching stats. Here's what Wilmington looks like in the in hitting and pitching. They hit the ball well. You've got, 6 kids in a row there with 300 batting average? No, 6 out of 7, and one of them has a 400 batting average. 8 kids in that starting lineup with that are batting 300 or higher. That is just some hitting, and you know that St. Anthony's going to have their hands full. And then you look down at the pitching, the pitching lineup down there for Wilmington. You can look at the 9-1, also 9-0, as well as 4-0. 56 innings for Lucas Rink. He's got an ERA of 0.50 in 56 innings. That means he's given up, 3 runs? 4, I can see it. Make it 4 earned runs this year with 96 strikeouts in 56 innings. What does that mean? That means Effingham St. Anthony's going to have to come up ready to swing the bat, because he's going to try to throw one right by you. As I don't know if they'll see Lucas Rink. If they don't see him, they may possibly see Kyle Farrell. I'd be more expectant of Kyle Farrell. He's got 58 innings pitched, 94 strikeouts in 58 innings pitched. That's just about as good as Lucas Rink. So this is a team that has been real difficult to handle. If anybody can handle them, though, Effingham St. Anthony plays a widely varied schedule. They'll play teams that are 1A. Of course, then again, 1A state champs the last 2 out of the last 3 years when you're talking about playing South Central and playing North Clay. They play T-Town. They beat T-Town to get to their sectional championship and to win their sectional championship. And so that's Class 2A. Of course, St. Anthony stepping up in class from last year. They were 1A last season. Here's what the statistics look like for St. Anthony. You've got some outstanding hitters in that bunch. Look at Connor Repke and Brock Fearday, both hitting over 400, along with several hitters over 300. And then you look at the number of home runs. Brady Hatton hitting 378 with 7 home runs. Brock Fearday with 7 home runs, hitting 417. That's some pretty doggone good hitting. What do you have there? 11. 19, 23 home runs on the season versus Wilmington's home runs 2, 4, 6, 9, 18. It looks like Zach Oland, a major power source there for Wilmington. Now back to Effingham St. Anthony's pitching. Take a look at that. Brock Fearday comes in with 68 innings pitched, 74 strikeouts. That's pretty doggone good. Just about, he's over a strikeout an inning, just barely under a strikeout an inning. Aiden Lauritsen, as he has a 1.21 ERA and 51 strikeouts in 52 innings. It really looks like it could be tomorrow night an outstanding matchup, and it should be an outstanding matchup. Again, here's the Class 2A matchups. Get the times right. You never know what time it's going to be. And here's Class 1A. Altamont set for 1 p.m. Effingham St. Anthony set for 7 p.m. Now you say, Bruce, why isn't this on Wabash Cats TV? Well, they don't let you do it. They don't let you put it. We would love to have it on Wabash Cats TV, but the National Federation of High Schools Network, NFHS, has a deal with Illinois High School Association where they have the exclusive rights to it. So we don't get to put it on. That's a shame, but that's how that works. Plus, they don't have it on any stations. Usually you see in basketball or in football, they'll have it on particular stations around the state. They don't do that for baseball. If you want to watch baseball, you got to go to NFHS Network. I believe it's NFHSnetwork.com and sign up or do whatever. Costs you $9 a month. You can cancel after the weekend if you want, or watch what you want for the next month. But that's what it's going to cost you. And we wish we could do it. They won't let us. We make the attempt every year, but oh well. But best of luck to Altamont and to St. Anthony on this fun weekend. We'll be right back talking a little bit of hockey and baseball coming up. Back after these. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for tuning and appreciate it. As this is our weekly Take the Points edition, just me today. The boys couldn't be here. One's in Tennessee, one is in El Dorado, I think, and the other one is slaving away at his desk in Fairfield. So we appreciate you tuning in. What is going on in and around the NBA? Well, if you've been watching the NBA for the last few days, you know Boston's done. They swept the Pacers. You also know not to listen to Bruce. Me and Lucas talked last week about how I thought the Pacers had a shot. I didn't. They had a shot. I still think the Pacers had a shot. They had a 90%. ESPN has this level. This statistic, this percentage chance to win the game. 3 out of the 4 games, the Pacers had a 90% chance to win in the fourth quarter. 3 out of the 4 games, and they still lost all 4 games. So I don't know what to tell you about the Pacers. They were the 6th seed. Let's tell you that way. The Halliburton got hurt, and they're the 6th seed. So you have the Celtics. Are they tested? Are they untested? I don't know. And then on the other side, you have the Mavericks versus the Timberwolves. The Dallas Mavericks lead that series 3-1. If you're still thinking about betting on the NBA champions, well, you see, you can still get plus money for the Mavericks. It's a little bit longer shot for the Timberwolves. Now, this is Thursday afternoon that I'm recording this. The Timberwolves and the Mavericks are going to play tonight in about 2 hours. That might clear this up quite a bit, but you've got Boston minus 230 to win whoever comes out of the NBA Western Division with the Mavericks and the Timberwolves. Who might win MVP? Well, you've got two Celtics up there at the top, along with Luka Doncic for the Mavericks. Anthony Edwards, a long shot there. He's on the Timberwolves. And then you have another Maverick and a Celtic, Kristaps Porzingis. Kristaps Porzingis hasn't even played in the postseason. Maybe one game. He might have got hurt in the first or second game in the what was that series? The first series for Boston against the Heat. I think it was the second game when Porzingis got hurt. So yeah, you still have Porzingis in there at 40-1, and going down the list, there are Jrue Holiday might be a fun pick for the Celtics at 60-1, but with Jason Tatum being almost even money and Jaylen Brown 4-1, Jaylen Brown won the MVP for the last series for the Eastern Conference Finals. 4-1. That's a pretty good number. That's a pretty good number on a guy who just won the last one. I wouldn't. I'm not. That one is tantalizing. Let's put it that way. How about the hockey? Well, the hockey. By golly, the hockey's still a struggle. That's a mess. The Western Conference Finals shows Dallas and Edmonton tied 2 games apiece. The Eastern Conference Finals, Florida and New York tied 2 games apiece. Fascinating that while it's all tied up and the Rangers won the President's Cup, the betting favorite is still is still the Panthers at plus 240. Dallas is plus 250. Edmonton's plus 300. The Rangers are plus 350. All I know is who I've bet on here. I bet I got the Oilers before the season, before the playoffs started. They were 7-1. So go Oilers. Right now it'd be about half as much. What do you do? I don't mind. I just want the Oilers to win. How about the Conn Smythe Trophy for the MVP of the National Hockey League, the Stanley Cup Final? I'm really shocked that Leon Draisaitl is 13-1. I thought he'd be higher than that. He's like the 5th best player in the world, with Connor McDavid there, also an Edmonton Oiler there, the first pick at 4-1. This just goes to tell you how wide a gap is in the NHL. Anybody can win the NHL. If you're looking for something fun to watch, you can either watch the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN or the West on TNT. It's probably both. They're probably both going to go to 7 games. So you're going to have 6 nights of pretty fun hockey to watch. And even if you don't understand hockey, it's just fun because these guys are playing so hard. You want to see guys kill themselves. That's what hockey players do. They are playing so hard, and it's fun. It's just fun to watch. Like you said, you've got McDavid there. Then you have Shesterkin is the goalie. Ottinger a goalie, and I don't like betting goalies. Matthew Tkachuk for the Florida Panthers at 9-1. That's an interesting one. I kind of like that as well, because you got to figure if the Florida Panthers are going to win, Tkachuk's going to have a good chance. So there's some opportunities to make a little bit of money in both the NHL and in the NBA. I kind of like Jaylen Brown at 4-1, but I don't like him enough to bet. I love McDavid at 4-1 as well, but I think that's too low for a team that still could lose pretty easily lose to Dallas in the conference final. It's fun. It's NHL. It's just good, clean fun. We'll be right back. Talk to you a little bit about the Major League Baseball. Cardinals are in second place. Back in a sec.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic Famous Maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Napa Know-How.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa Know-How experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. I appreciate you tuning in today. Thank you so much. As this is our weekly Take the Point show, talking about sports. We've talked about baseball a couple of times and a high school level. Now we're going to talk about it at the major league level as. I've been hinting at it. I just whispered it. It's I am astonished by it. On May 9th, the Cardinals were, and I'm not certain how to pronounce the term, but I've loved it. They were at their nadir, Nadir. It's if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, and you look it up. Be my guest. Nadir. They're nadir. It might be nadir. Nadir. I think it's nadir. And 9 games under 500. They were 9 games behind the first place Brewers, and I believe 7 or 8 games behind the Cubs at that point. Ladies and gentlemen, looky there. The Cardinals in second place in the National League Central, just 5 games behind the Brewers, and they have passed the Cubs, the struggling Cubs. Cardinals have won 5 series in a row, and they've got their work cut out for them. However, in their next series, as they're playing tonight in Philadelphia against the Phillies, they open up against the Phillies with without Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray pitched in Cincinnati. I don't think his spot will come back around in time for the Phillies. But hey, look at that. The Cardinals at 500. They were 9 games below 500 on May 9th, and here we are on May 31st, just 21 days later, 3 weeks later, and the Cardinals have reached the 500 level. That's pretty doggone. That's pretty good. That's covering some ground over the past 3 weeks. And I got to tell you, I didn't see it happening, but it kind of happened with the Paul Goldschmidt woke up a little bit. Nolan Arenado has also started playing well, but other than that, the guys who've been carrying the Cardinals, how about Mason Wynn and Nolan Gorman? The shortstop and second baseman, they have both just really started playing well, and it's been fun to watch. So keep an eye on the Cardinals as we hit June, the quarter point of the season. We're about, 50 games in, 54 games into a 162 game season. So that's almost a third of the way. Well, no, it is a third of the way, right out of the third of the way through. So keep that in mind. How about I was talking about the Phillies, the best record in baseball right there at 684 and 39-18. They are playing very well. They're hitting the tar out of the ball. Then you have the Dodgers at 36-22 down there. Is anybody going to cash the Dodgers? Well, the Giants are back over 500, so it's a possibility. The Braves have to worry with Acuna hurt now. He's gone for the year. How about out in the American League? You've got the Yankees leading the Orioles. They're tied in the loss column, but Yankees have played more games. Guardians are a house of fire right now, but Kansas City's staying right with them. I think the Guardians have won like 9 out of 10 or some crazy number. They are playing extremely well, but the Royals staying right there with them, over 600 baseball for Kansas City. That is outstanding. And then out west, you've got the Mariners leading the way. The Rangers have woken up a little bit, as have the Astros, but they're a third of the way through the season. You get better wake up now, or it's going to get too late quick, and the managers and general managers will start trading people. The interesting news, of all kinds of interesting news this week, but the interesting news was that they have decided and implemented the inclusion of the Negro League's statistics into Major League Baseball's the records. It changes quite a few career record holders, as Josh Gibson has entered the fray. Josh Gibson was a catcher for Pittsburgh back in the 30s and 40s, one of the best players of the baseball of all time. He was considered maybe to be the player they chose to cross the color barrier. Went to Jackie Robinson instead because Gibson was an older player. But Gibson now is the career batting average leader at 372. He was a catcher. He just passed Ty Cobb with the inclusion of the statistics. And then you look at career on base percentage. Ted Williams at 482, still in charge of that. That's pretty good. Career slugging leader Josh Gibson just lapped the field on Babe Ruth, and then you have career OPS. He gets ahead of Babe Ruth there as well. So you say, Bruce, is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? Well, don't tell me what to think, but what do you think about it? I think it's a good thing. Baseball, I mean, if they're able to get the statistics to a level where baseball statisticians are relatively satisfied. Baseball statisticians are the most difficult people in the world to satisfy. If you're able to get those statistics to a level that satisfies baseball statisticians, I'm okay with the inclusion of the Negro League statistics because it only helps. It only helps aid discussion of baseball. Because for that matter, there weren't any black people playing baseball before 1947. You may as well add the Negro League players in before 1947 because it just makes the whole thing, it makes the statistics make more sense. And when you look at old statistics, what's it for anyway? To beef about. That's what it's for. Who knows if Babe Ruth's better than Barry Bonds? Who knows if Henry Aaron's better than Barry Bonds? Yeah, I saw them both play. I couldn't tell you. But thank you so much for watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, and welcome to the Negro League statistics to Major League Baseball. I'm all for it. We'll talk to you next time on Big Talk. Have a great weekend.